on to the college football playoff. The entire regular season has built up to this. 12 teams still in the running with championship dreams alive as we begin this first-round game in an on-campus setting. And we have a very compelling contest here tonight. Two teams in the committee ranked basically even. The one side gets to enjoy a raucous, rowdy home field advantage. We'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, LSU Tigers, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this, the college football playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So the LSU Tigers offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And as this quarterback takes the field, eager to see how he plays today. There's a certain gravity about him. You can tell from the warm-up song the way the team responds and rallies around him. Can he come through on a big stage here?
Yeah, this guy is their Superman. And when that opening kickoff is kicked up into the air, his cape goes on. He sets everything into place, gets the offense out of jams, does it in pressure situations. He's the arms and legs of this offensive system, but also the heart of this team.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Receiver makes the grab. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And the punt team now on to kick it away. Looking to flip the field here. Bringing it back, it's Dickey. And the returner will be brought down. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
They're going to run it here. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Proctor. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
It's a short completion to the big tight end, but a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
Caught behind the line. It's Proctor. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Tackle made at the 26, good enough for a first down.
That's a good, hard, tough running there to get that first down to keep this drive alive early in this game. The offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back as good as we've seen all year with the ability to accelerate through the hole. Positive yards, play after play here early.
Touchdown, Texas Tech. This quarterback on fire today.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete, brings up second down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
They'll try a pass here. Caught over the middle. It's Alexander.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. He pulls in the catch. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Looking to throw yet again. Makes the grab. It's Watkins. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He's moving out of the pocket now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
We'll look to throw it here on second down. Fights through the tackler. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
This defense reminds me of a group that just is all about preparation. They are completely dialed in on this play. Yeah, they give up the completion, but how about that? Nowhere to go after the catch.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he pulls in the catch. They finally get him, but it's across midfield. Big gain to the 33.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. Well, Kirk, Texas Tech has the lead here. We reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. We expect the teams to have worked through some of the nerves of this playoff game as we begin the second quarter. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Quarterback keeps the football. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And the PAT is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He'll return it from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Texas Tech offense trots back out onto the field now. Trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. With his second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to scramble. Has the first, still on the move. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Are you kidding me? This big a gain on a quarterback scramble? Defensive coordinator better get his defense together because that had to be a blown assignment. There's no way that a quarterback should get out in the open field off of a scramble and pick up those kind of yards.
The Red Raiders pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Ball handed off. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7. The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Off play action. He's looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Intercepted in the end zone.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender, and he throws the interception.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball for 31.
Chris, it feels good to see an LSU team be able to run the football when you know they're going to run. I mean, they've been doing that forever. Going all the way back to like Jacob Hester and Kevin Falk. His ability to run the ball and catch out of the backfield. Leonard
gets past the tackler into open space now. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Finally tackled down at the 17-yard line. Now this offense in great scoring position. Here's a handoff on a counter. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
Oh, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
The offense knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. That's a new set of downs, and it's 1st and goal for the offense. The back's got it. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. Tackle made after a solid game. Will spot the ball for 31.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Makes the catch downfield. Tackle is made, but that's good for a 1st down to the 47.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice game.
Running with purpose. Tackle, but 1st down.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
And the Red Raiders lining up here on 1st and 10. And the back now goes in motion. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's a short completion to the tight end. But a huge collision. Blow delivered there by the linebacker.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. Dump off caught by the running back. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. That's just an egregious late hit. Obvious roughing the passer. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
1st and goal, handoff. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So just 1 for 3 on red zone trips so far. They come up on 2nd and goal. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And now the important point after attempt. And there's the point after. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And here's the return from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They'll tackle him at the 27. Minute's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, we wondered all week what this matchup would look like. So much at stake in this win-or-go-home game, and we've been treated to a fabulous first 2 quarters of playoff football. And you know, in a day where the spread option and air raid are the offenses of choice, how nice is it to see the 3 yards and a cloud of dust approach? Although we've also seen some runs go for a lot longer. Physical offensive lines coupled with great backs is like a throwback to the olden days, and that's refreshing.
And they'll kick it away now to get this 3rd quarter underway. Returner looking to create better field position. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Red Raiders offense is back out on the field now. They get the second half started with the running play. That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
I just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. And the quarterback dropping back. Looking for a deep completion. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Texas Tech. They go in front here in the second half.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. That mighty Bengals offense is back out on the field. And this crowd coming to life here trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense pinned back. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. It's a quick grab. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. 3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. It's an out route, the catch made. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Grab down the middle. It's Green. They get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a 1st down. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field.
Well, it's a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and to talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. It doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
They bring him down, but not before he moves the sticks with a 1st down gain.
I'd really like this call by this offense on 2nd and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice 1st down.
Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play, or if they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
He's stopped, but he gets a first down. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football.
Oh, and he fumbles. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
And the Texas Tech offense trots back out onto the field now. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. A solid game, moves the ball to the 37.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's looking deep here. Deep shot caught inside the 25. Finally brought down to the 20-yard line. A huge gain puts him in great scoring position.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The Red Raiders are in the red zone now. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. And third and short, they hand the ball off. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
And the Red Raiders will line up here on first down and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down to the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They fumbled it away last time, and now they're in a big hole. They got to react quickly here. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
This defense has got to be aware of these quick throws to these wide receivers. They're lucky he didn't come up with more yards.
Testing the right side here. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Trying to find some room. It's Alexander. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
He's running out of time here. Catch made on the out route. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the third quarter. Booker, Texas Tech has the lead here, sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats where we have a chance. As we head to the fourth, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They call the counter run here. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Looks to the left for a quick throw. And it's complete downfield. He's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now. And now from the pistol formation. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Will he score here? Touchdown, LSU. This offense is still clicking. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back, feeding the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with the hot hand.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And the point after gets them within a touchdown, 28-21. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fielded in the end zone. It's Dickey. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout where they check it out. And the Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. We go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
What a game for this offense at the line of scrimmage. They've been able to enjoy really the tempo going their way because they've been able to run the football. This guy now has 98 yards rushing, a couple more, and he'll be in triple digits. What a great day for him.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. The Red Raiders have first and 10 here. And there's the handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, these are the kind of plays you have to make to be able to win the game in the second half. This back had a great first half and has gotten plenty of touches, so you've got to make sure this half is different than how things have gone so far.
Receivers are bunched together. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Dickey. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
How about the discipline of this defense here on second down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's third down.
Bringing pressure. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. And the Red Raiders will have to kick this away. And he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Returner decides to fair catch this. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Here's the first play of the drive. They start at the 28. They'll hand it off. A change of direction. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Gain moves the ball to the 43. First down coming up. And the back gets the football. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Alexander. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. He's moving out of the pocket. Going to try to use his legs here. And they'll stop him just short of the mark. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. And the punt heads out of bounds, taking the dangerous returner out of play here. And the Red Raiders offense is back out on the field now. The defense has all 3 timeouts remaining, so they have to run a couple of plays here. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, about the only thing that went right for the offense there, Chris, is they kept the ball in bounds to try to keep that clock moving. The defense does their job. They're just trying to think of any way at all to get that ball out and get the ball back to their offense to have a shot here.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. This is a big 3rd down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. First and goal. If they play this right, they can pretty much put the game on ice. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
You just keep turning these yards out, playing with a lead here late in the football game. At the very least, you're thinking about making this a 2-possession game with a field goal, but keep eating that clock.
Nothing doing on that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
You know, they try to run the football here, and they're unable to get that first down. The clock does keep moving. The big question now is 3rd down. What do you do? Keep it on the ground again, or roll the dice, throw the football, knowing an incompletion, the clock will stop.
And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. The coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. This to build the lead to 6 here in the 4th quarter. And the offense will take a timeout with exactly 24 seconds remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. Knocks that one right down the middle. And they add to their lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Getting being set to kick off after extending the lead with the field goal. The offense knows they have a long way to go and not much time to get there. Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. And that Mighty Bengals offense is back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Defense is coming after him. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Important 2nd down play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. And a timeout stops the clock with 8 seconds remaining. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up 4th down now.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk. But with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope.
Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They've got him, but he easily makes the 1st down, and this drive keeps going. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.